I've been struggling with my HP all-in-one, and finally, after 3 years, only 3 years, the fan failed. So I reached out to my good friend Daryl to find out what I should do. Should I get a big desktop computer? And he said, no. He said, get a small laptop, and I will set you up with peripherals and everything else. So I went to Costco, my favorite place to shop, and I found the Dell XP13. I saw the Lenovo Yoga, and Daryl suggested I go with the Lenovo for a number of reasons, which hopefully he'll explain. So this video is just an unboxing. I'm excited because I've had this for weeks and I haven't opened it. Usually I open this stuff as soon as I put it in the car, as soon as I get it out of the store. So it took a lot of restraint, but here we are. And Daryl, explain why you said the small form factor is good enough for me. Because I have 1.1 terabyte of data on my HP.
Mm-hmm. Well, the data capacity is no longer really a relevant factor. Some storage comes inside the computer, but you can add as much external storage as you wish. So where it's located isn't really important anymore. It's just as fast externally. The advantage, of course, of a portable laptop computer is you can travel with it if you want. Most of the time you'll be using it as a desktop computer in your house, off on the table with a keyboard and a terminal and mouse, just like a real computer, just like your all-in-one and just like a desktop would have been. But this has the advantage of being travelable as well. And so there's no reason not to use it anymore. They're not toys. They're actually professional quality. Lenovo, of course, in my opinion, I've had experience with Dell and Toshiba and HP and Sony and all kinds of manufacturers. You know, Lenovo was IBM. They bought IBM, and they're the world's biggest computer manufacturer. And I just have a great deal of faith in them. I have a lot of experience with them. I trust them.
Can we open the box?
Well, okay. Very good. Very exciting.
Right. You want to do the honors?
No, it's yours. You can own it.
Okay, because I'm trying to see what's in there. Let's see.
And by the way, I have never actually had my hands on the Yoga.
Oh.
So I'm very excited myself.
So this is new to you as well.
Just to see it, that's right.
Okay, so let's see. Is there anything else I have to cut open? No?
Nope.
And
very typical of Lenovo packaging. There's not much in here.
Ooh, I got a red one? I didn't know what color it would be. So tiny.
Yeah, in here we have the power.
Let's take a look. Oh, this is still, it's even smaller than that. We have to open X1, ThinkPad X1 Yoga. How do you open this? First you got to cut open the...
Interesting.
Real packaging, isn't it?
Oh, I never saw one.
Okay. I thought it was red. It's the box that's red. Okay. Aha. That's more like it. It's more professional. I didn't think I want a red computer. Now, let's see what we bought. I can hold it in one hand, it's so light.
Okay.
So this whole thing is going to hold all my data?
Just for comparison, I brought my own. Just so you know.
I don't need this.
No, you have to compare the weight.
Okay.
Get up. There we go. Okay. This is industrial strength.
Will this do the same job?
Same job. Better.
Okay.
This actually is about 3 years old. And the model is the P71. It's the top of the line flagship, industrial, professional. That's why they call it the P. It's also considerably heavier. It's about 7.5 pounds. Pick it up.
Oh my God.
Compared to yours.
Oh, this is about 3.5.
I know, it's half the size. Can you imagine that this is the same computer? You know, it's amazing.
Unbelievable.
So, all right.
So what did I buy here? Let's see. We've got. Can we open it and look?
Yeah. Just
what
yeah.
what are these ports?
Okay, on the side, you have nothing on the back here. It's so thin. Mine has actually extra ports on the back because it's thicker, so they can do that. But yours is nothing but a hinge. See? So it just opens. So you have only one on the side and two on the side. And there's a card reader, it looks like.
Okay.
And a power, that little connector here is the USB-C.
USB-C.
That little one, that's actually where you would plug in power, which is this.
So this is the USB-C.
That's right.
And this is the two.
Those are USB Type A's.
HDMI and Type A.
This is
and an earplug, an earphone jack.
Correct.
An earphone jack.
Correct. I think that may be a card
side,
reader on the side.
What is
That's just the USB port. That's the opening. That's the grill for the heat to come out. These are heat louvers.
I see.
That's for power. It's called it has the suffix on the description. When we look in the manual, it will say PD, power delivery. That's what PD stands for. So it's not only a USB-C port for input and output, it's also the power connection, and it delivers power to the laptop. So the battery will be charging when this is plugged in.
This looks like two ports in one.
Yes. They may be additional USB. It's hard to see.
That looks like USB.
Additional USB-C, maybe. Yeah, that's exactly
There's
right.
two
There
of them.
Two more. Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah, two more.
Well, it's funny how they laid it out
great.
that way. I didn't realize it. Yes, those are, so 3 altogether, but that's the power port. Okay.
Okay.
That looks like a USB.
What is this?
That's a USB Type A. That's an ordinary Type A connector.
HDMI.
That's HDMI. That's a speaker or headphone.
Okay.
If you have external speakers, you can use that. If you have headphones, you can use it.
And on this side,
looks like a regular
power
USB-A. No, I don't know what this. Oh, that's
Power.
the pen. That's the pen.
this is the pin.
Oh, so what was this?
That's the power
Oh, that's
button.
the power button. I didn't realize it. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. And this is the louver grill.
And that's just probably sound.
And maybe
or
another
something.
USB-C.
No, it doesn't look like it.
So you only have one port on the side.
Oh, so what am I going to do with one port?
You think that would be a limitation?
Yeah.
No.
No? What are we going to do?
The magic of the USB-C port. We have here a docking station, which is really nothing more than 13 connectors. Well, I have one here if you don't want to open it. This is mine. I have exactly the same as you have here for my computer. So here's a USB-C connector. It will plug in. And on this, you have 13 connections.
Oh, you got
Extra USB, HDMIs, video, graphics, sound, Ethernet.
Wouldn't that slow down?
Absolutely not. This USB-C port here, it's called a Thunderbolt port, and it's 20 times faster than the old, well, I'm exaggerating, but much faster than the old USB Type A's. And they can actually support all of the data, even for multiple monitors and external drives and keyboard, everything. It's really quite amazing. But that's what this is. So the lack of actual physical ports is made up for the fact that we're going to use this.
Okay, a docking station.
A docking station.
Well, I'm interested in the form factor of this laptop.
Okay.
We opened it. Oh, this I like. I like I have trouble with trackpad.
Now let me, I'm biased. I have never mastered this. This little red dot here?
Yes.
It's a Lenovo trademark. It actually, IBM invented that. It's called a trackball. And in the old days, people, and they still do, that's what it's functional for. You can use it with your index finger, and it actually is a mouse. It's like a joystick, but instead of physical, you use your thumb tip. and you'll watch the mouse, the cursor will move all around. That's what it's for.
Now, is this I thought it was a touch screen.
Also.
Good, so I can use it as a touch screen.
Oh, correct. But this is for people who are used to, and this pad here, this is also a mouse. Mm-hmm. And the left button and the right button.
And what's the middle?
Or you can touch the bottom. That's the left button and the right button, or that's the left and the right. In other words, they're trying to make it as easy and intuitive no matter what.
This is what I liked about it, what I saw at Costco. What's the middle one?
Well, there's a middle button. I think this may be a wheel.
Oh,
actually,
that's like a scroll.
I'm not sure, actually.
Okay.
To be quite honest, I don't use this. Mm-hmm. I have an external keyboard. Nice. I have an external mouse because I'm used to a real computer. I have never grown comfortable with the smaller keyboard layout and this touchpad.
This is easy to type on.
I know it's easy, but it's also flat. It's on the tabletop. You know, a regular keyboard has an ergonomic, you know, it's tilted a little bit, so like a typewriter. At least it is, I'm comfortable with the keyboard leaning toward me. A laptop sits flat. A lot of people get used to it. If that's what you grew up on, you're comfortable with it. I grew up on a different keyboard. So I actually only use the laptop's keyboard and interface when I'm traveling.
Well, I'll be traveling. Now that I see how small it is, I'm going to use it at home and I'll take it with me. Now, this is what intrigued me also.
Correct.
That you can use it as a tablet.
As a tablet, and that's why the touchscreen is here.
Oh, that's great. And it's got the camera in the middle.
That's correct. That's a webcam.
You have the documentation in the box?
It's in the box.
Because I see it said Core i7, 10th generation.
That's the CPU. That's an Intel trademark.
Okay.
They're obligated to put a little piece of tape in here. But that's a
that's a
late 10th model. It's the latest version as of today, the latest CPU.
Okay.
From Intel. And it's newer than mine. I have a 6th generation actually from 3 years ago. But the nice thing, as I see, if you want to use the keyboard, you hinge it this way.
Right.
And then you like a regular laptop. But if you have your own peripherals, you don't want to take the space on the table, the footprint, you can actually fold it backwards. This is why they call it a yoga, because you can bend and fold and everything.
Oh,
and put
I
the
didn't
keyboard
know why
right in front of
it's
you.
yoga.
Yeah, it's a yoga, like a, you know, do whatever you want, you know. Anyway, so you'll just have the screen and the keyboard right in front of you. It's really neat. Doesn't take up a lot of desk space.
Nice.
Or what we will probably do, what you will do, you will have two 31-inch monitors in front of you, and this will be off on the side. And to be honest, even if you want, we can even close this if you don't even want to leave it open.
And still operate.
It'll still operate. We can set it up so that it runs even when it's closed up. So it's very, very flexible.
I thought I saw something on the side. And what is this?
Now remember that you bought this model from Costco.
Yes.
You did not buy it custom ordered from Lenovo.
Yes.
There
correct.
are optional features to upgrade that might have come available, but not in the...
Can we turn it on? I don't know if we have to charge it first.
No, well, it's probably... Well, yes. Here's the... We need to plug it in. This is the power brick.
Okay. Will it turn on without it, you think? I'm pressing it.
Yeah, but one second.
Oh. What did I do? What did I do wrong?
This is the first time you're turning it on. It is the power on. Now, at the factory, this was formatted by Lenovo to be for a new owner. It's like you bought a brand new car.
Yes.
Okay, and it's yours.
Yeah.
So the first time you turn on a Windows computer, it's going to ask you for your name, and so don't just rush. A lot of people don't know what they're seeing, and they're scared, and the next thing they know, they're called owner. I don't want to be owner. I want to be Frank. So you want to think for a moment. Now, the other thing about first-time use, in the event of a real disaster where this dies or you screw it up and you want to return to a factory state as if we just took it out of the box, how would you return to a factory state? Well, Lenovo provides a reinstall media, like a flash drive, to reinstall Windows from scratch if you want it. You don't have it. We didn't order it. You could order it right now. You have time to order it. You can call Lenovo and order it.
Okay.
Another way, the way I work, I actually take a backup onto an external drive that I have. The very first time I power it on, I touch the keyboard, because I know how to do it, in such a way that it will actually write a backup of the internal storage to the external drive. Now, 5 months from now, should a disaster strike and you want to return to where we are today, we can go back to that image and restore it, and it will be just like you took it out of the carton today. Now, will you ever do that? Probably not.
I'd like to.
But no. 5 months in, would you want to restore to the way we were today, or to the way you were 3 days before 5 months from now? In other words, after 5 months of software installing, customization, changing the screen, doing all kinds of things, would you want to lose all that and have
No.
to? No, that's the point. So the backup drive and the backup approach is to take regular daily or weekly backups ongoing, so that 5 months from now, should a disaster strike, you don't have to come back to the way we are today and redo 5 months of work all over again.
I get you.
You restore it to the way it was yesterday, and you're back in business and you've lost nothing at all. So,
Well,
anyway,
I'm very happy. What do you think about the look
it's
and
lovely.
the feel?
The touch, it feels,
The
it
weight?
has a metallic feel. This, if you see, has a rubberized feel. It has
Yes. I like this also. What this is?
This is a shiny metal, like a titanium or something. I don't know what it actually is.
Where's the documentation? Just quickly, we run through the specs, and I can't wait to do the next.
Here's a setup
Step.
guide. Here's a setup guide. It's in mostly pictures and microscopic print that you cannot read unless you have glasses. So I'll leave this to you.
Okay. Oh, there is a pen. There's a pen. That must be a pen that I saw. Oh, that's very exciting.
Where is the pen?
It's on the side. This looks like a pen.
Push it. Does it come out?
Let's see.
It's not on
Well, you
here.
got to read the.
Look at that.
Look at this. Oh, I'm
Very
in
exciting.
heaven. I'm in heaven. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, so we have a pen. We have a lightweight form factor, and I think the next time, Daryl,
We will actually power it on. And
describe to me the metaphor you used about building out a computer. That's why I allowed myself to be talked into a small form factor.
Well, when you get it from the factory, it's like a brand new car, but a new house. But when you, or a new office that you rent for your business, but when you walk in with the office manager or the renter, they give you an allowance, you say, to build out the office, the cubicles, wallpaper, carpeting, paint color, lighting, things that will make it yours, other than just raw. And the computer is the same way. It comes from Lenovo, comes from any manufacturer, standard. But in the hands of an artist, or the hands of a painter, it can really be a tool, and it becomes yours and very personalized. And so the process of getting a computer ready to go, ready to really be usable, is not one day, it's not 1 hour. It's usually at least a few days, if not a week or two. You install extra software, you customize, you explore, you find things you didn't know about as you read the manual, or you accidentally discover them when you touch something and it happens and you don't know what happened, and you do some research. But the first day or so I call really foundational. That's the first time power on and the backup and preparing for disaster, and just you'll have plenty of time to customize and play. The first day is foundational.
So we're not touching it today.
Well, not today,
Okay.
but foundational work. And then you come up to ground level. We had a hole in the ground, you built the foundation. Now we're back up to ground level. We close up the ground. And now we can begin customizing and adding things, and you focus on music and videos and pictures and text and
I'm an
documents.
organizational
files.
person. I want paper port. I want everything neat,
those are-
and just like I have my closet.
I understand.
Okay.
But even more important is your data. Now you have 2 or 3 other computers. Remember, that's the real goal,
Right.
is to replace all of those old computers and all the storage onto this.
Yes.
Plus whatever we attach to it. Okay? So that's part of the build out, is not only the software, but we have to transfer all of the data from your old computers, multiple of them, to this guy.
I love it.
I know, it's very pretty. I must say,
I can't wait.
Very lovely.
Next time, we're going to start with the foundation.
Absolutely.
And I hope will you help me with it?
Oh, absolutely.
Great. Wonderful. Okay, this is the ThinkPad Yoga X1.
X114, I think, right? Isn't that the size?
X1, yeah, 14 inch. Yes.
And just to show, just as an example, again, the only time you use the screen is when you travel, when you're actually using the laptop portable. If you look at my screen as a comparison.
Wow,
see?
Way bigger.
This is a 17-inch screen.
And this
is like 14, a 13 or 14 something
inch,
like that.
14 inch.
Okay.
But very small bezel, you see?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is much thicker, everything is thicker. Yeah.
I'm happy.
Right. Now, one more thing about that webcam that's up there in the top.
Yes.
And I do not have it on this computer. I have a newer Lenovo that has the same type of camera. There actually are 2 cameras built into the bezel here. I only have one in mine. There's a webcam, you know, like an external camera, but built into the bezel for Skype and for Zoom and for everything. Right next to it, there's a second camera called an infrared camera.
Oh.
And Windows 10 has a feature called Windows Hello for facial recognition. So you won't have to actually type in your password or your fingerprint, although there is a fingerprint reader on here as well.
Yeah, right here. This must be the fingerprint.
That's called the biometric identification.
Okay.
So your fingerprint or your facial recognition. So there's an IR camera that's built into the bezel as well. So you're going to have a lot of fun.
I already have a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Thank you, Daryl. Pleasure.
See you next time.
Okay. Oh, I love it.